For sure. Thanks, Irene. 5:43. Time for Smart Money with our Fox 40 financial analyst, Keith Springer, who I hear is sporting some Giants colors today, the day after the game. Good morning. Oh, yes, he is. Hey, Keith, how are you?
I'm doing great. We had a big night last night. We're all excited.
We thought you were a Red Sox fan.
I'm a big Red Sox fan, but there's nothing to root for with the Red Sox these days, so I gotta go with
All right, hang in there. We hear Consumer Price Index numbers coming out this morning. Would you help us out and tell us why we should care about the CPI? What is it?
The CPI tells us what the level of inflation is. That's really what it's all about, because it's not basically it's what you keep. It's not what you earn, it's what you keep. So if the Fed keeps giving us money, the Fed keeps injecting, it's all about what the inflation number is, because they won't keep putting money in the economy if the inflation number is higher, because the Fed injects money through stimulus, which actually creates inflation. So it removes the value of the dollar from the people that they're trying to help. So we want to see what those numbers are to see how much inflation there is in the economy, because people need to move up. And if the cost of goods and services, driving and food, keep costing more, but their income doesn't rise, then nobody gets anywhere. So we need to see what that number is going to be. That comes out a little bit later this morning.
I don't want to. I just want to know what I should be expecting. What's good news on the CPI?
Well, we want to see. We saw the PPI, which is Producer Price Index, a couple days ago. We want to see less than 2% on an annual basis. If we get less than 2%, that's what the Fed says that their target is. So on an annualized basis, we want to see it on a low number. That's what we're looking for.
All right, let's talk about changes coming to Sprint and Nextel. This could certainly affect some people who are Sprint customers.
Well, yeah, we've got a Japanese company coming in, buying a bunch of Nextel, which is pushing up the earnings for companies here. It's pushing up the stock futures, which is helping. You know, it's the third largest phone company. That could be big news here. They got the approval to do it. No one was quite sure. It pushed up the Nextel Sprint stock so far this morning. And it's going to be another big player with big pockets. So we'll see if the competition helps the U.S. market and helps the U.S. consumer with cell service and cell coverage. We'll see if AT&T can get nibbled away a little bit and provide better service to everybody else.
One quick thing before you run. We just came across the wire, this CEO of Citigroup stepped down this morning, Vikram Pandit. Is that something that only guys like you care about? Is that likely to affect the stock? Do we imply something's going on there?
You know, probably not. He was one of the only CEOs left that went through the crisis. You know, I have a different view of this. He led Citigroup through the crisis. He essentially caused it. All the other CEOs got booted. For some reason, they felt like he should stay, even though Citigroup did one of the worst. You know, it's something I think should have happened a long time ago. Maybe I'll get some hate mail for that one, but I just don't think he should have stuck around. If you drive a company into the ground, you should have been booted a long time ago. They kept him. They let him go. He says he brought the company all the way back. Remember, the company had a big reverse split. It's way below where it was 5 or 10 years ago. So the company is not doing all that well. They survived. That's great. Without government assistance, they would not have. But you know, for the average person now, Pandit doesn't make a big difference.
All right, little late house cleaning and doesn't affect my portfolio. We'll let you go for now, Keith. We'll talk to you next hour. If you have any questions for Keith Springer, you can send an email to money@fox40.com, or you can call him up at 916-925-8900. And in a minute here on the bottom of the screen, you'll see his website. It's just keithspringer.com.
And already a busy morning with your commute. Let's check in with Sheldon Orvis in the Atlantis Reno Traffic Center.
Yeah, it's certainly